Hi guys, Lucy aka the Watchbox Diaries here with another review. Now, Bella Ross are not a brand that usually grab my attention, even though I do like things that are a little bit out of the ordinary. I've always found their designs kind of big. But when I was offered the opportunity to get hands-on with their brand new, ever so slightly smaller BR03, I had to say yes and give them at least the opportunity to try and change my mind. So let's get into it. Now that square case is the case of Bella Ross. You think Bella Ross, you think square case. Using the iconic circle in a square with 4 screws, this piece is instantly recognizable. At 41 millimeters, there is only a 1mm difference between this and its bigger brother, but we all know that millimeter counts. I mean, just ask Rolex. As this case is mostly case and not a lot of lug involved, combined with a pretty streamlined 9.65mm thickness, it actually wears, well, surprisingly well. I do tend to find that square watches seem to wear bigger on my wrist, my 6.2-inch wrist, but this wears so casually, like so much more casually than I expected it to. I might have been proven wrong, people. Now, don't get me wrong, if they did release a 39mm version of this piece, I would probably prefer it, but I was very pleasantly surprised with this. I do love a very simple case design as well, so there's a little bit of polishing and a little bit of brushing going on, but there's not too much. It doesn't detract from the dial, and that's, I guess, kind of what it's about. So this is designed as a pilot's watch, so legibility is kind of the most important feature. And I'm short-sighted. If you've ever seen me on Instagram, you may have seen my spectacles. And I can read this perfectly, so well done, Bella Ross. Legible. Now, I chose the black and white option because I like to mix and match straps. Didn't do with this one because I didn't have any of that size at home, but in my head, I can picture it. The rest of their options on their website are kept pretty simple. I am not going to include their blackout option. It blows my mind why brands do full blackout options, because the whole point of a watch is to be able to read the watch, and if you can't actually see what's on the dial, how can you tell the time? And then what's the point of a watch, especially this one, which is a pilot's watch? So just sent me into a little bit of a spiral. So no, not gonna mention it. You guys should know by now, I'm a fan of a clean dial, and honestly, the numerals are simple, the hands are simple, there's not a lot of faff going on. I am pleased about this. Someone on Instagram asked me how I feel about the teeny tiny date window, and honestly, I love it. I don't often use the date, I use the time, but I don't often use the date, but it is nice to have it there. So the fact that, yeah, you might have to put your watch slightly closer to your face to figure it out, but I like that it doesn't detract from the rest of the watch. So for me, it's a thumbs up. The Lume is pretty good. You can see everything very clearly in the dark. I don't know why, but they don't show any Lume pictures on their website. But here's some. Pilot's watches don't tend to come with a lot of water resistance, so the fact that this one has 100 meters, to me, just makes it more of an everyday, go anywhere, do anything alternative option. This uses the BR Cal 302 automatic movement with 54 hours of power reserve, so plenty if you wear it daily or if you have it in a little bit of a rotation. So just another booster on that legibility. The sapphire crystal has anti-reflective coating, and honestly, it's been a dream to photograph. There's no reflections at all. And obviously, more importantly, it's super easy to read. I'm honestly super surprised at how much I enjoyed wearing this watch. Not that I ever thought I would hate it, I just didn't think it would be my cup of tea. Such a British thing to say. At £3,200, I think this is a good package. It can handle everyday life, everyday activities. So if you're looking for something like that, that's a little bit on the different side, a bit unusual, not your standard round watch. And especially if you're looking for something with a little bit of an aviation link, then definitely a good option. I am a strong enough person to hold my hands up and say, I might have been proven wrong on this one. I found it to be so much more wearable than I ever expected it to be. So for that, 2 thumbs up to Bell & Ross for changing my mind. Now it's over to you guys. Let me know what you think of Bell & Ross as a brand. What do you think of this case shape? Do you have a Bell & Ross? Let me know all of your thoughts in that comments section below. As always, if you have enjoyed my horological ramblings and you do want to support my channel, then you gotta do the YouTubey things. Make sure you have liked, commented, and subscribed to the channel. And if you want to be notified of my upcoming videos, then just click the little bell and YouTube will do its thing. Until then though, bye.